Hello, students. This is Mrs. Huberty here, and I'm here to walk you guys through our new art project for the week. This art project is going to be due on Friday, and it will be something that you're going to hang above your locker when you come back to school. So your half portraits will be inside of your classroom, and your block name art will be hanging above your locker. So two different things you'll be turning in. So block name art is pretty easy. The things that you're going to need are a pencil. You're going to need a black Flair pen, or a black regular Crayola marker will do fine, or a black Sharpie, something that's going to do some good highlighting. So any of those will work just fine. You're going to need that little piece of paper that was kind of cut in half that I gave you in your art in your folder. That was sort of folded, and it's smaller than a regular piece of paper. All right, so let's get started on our block name art. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use up the entire piece of paper to write our name. So depending on how big your name is, you'll have to sort of eyeball how to draw out your name. You can see how the letters sometimes are like, you can see on Natalie's name that she has the N and the A are kind of like connected together, and that's okay. You can overlap your block letters if you need to. Some of you are like, got it, love it. Maybe some of you might need a little help from an adult if you can't quite get it started. Notice that I'm also going to use the edge of my paper to start my letters as well. So if you've got like a nice straight first like line in your first name, you can use that right there. Otherwise, really, you can go right up to the edges and sort of kind of like eyeball how big your name needs to be. So sometimes what I do, I'm going to use this line right here for Mrs. I'm going to have to make mine really small. And I'm going to use my other, drawing my M. Maybe my R is going to come off of the M. And then my S is going to come down all the way up from the top to the bottom. Put my period in. Now, let's see if I can fit Huberty. Oofda. I don't think any of you guys are going to have my name. Oops, I didn't go all the way down all the whole way. Ooh, I'm really going to... Okay, now I just kind of drew mine out first. Now I have to turn this into block letters. So I'm going to sort of I'm going to go a little darker right now so you can see how I did this. And a block letter is like tracing right below your regular line. So oops. Kind of have to, that's why we do everything in pencil, because we make mistakes. If you're doing this with me, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to outline this part. And then I make a line over. And I make it a little bit bigger. Oops, I went over my period. I'll have to put my period right there. Okay, there's my H. If you screw up, that's okay. And you can go and turn this over. Or if you have some white construction paper at your house, you can start over using that too. All I did was use white construction paper. My little name is never ending, is it? Oh my gosh. I'm grateful that I don't have our 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Lastovich. I don't think my paper is big enough to have our 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Lastovich's name. Holy cow, I did it, guys. Mine looks weird. I'm going to flip it upside down so you guys can see. Sorry. I bet that was weird. It was upside down. Now I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to outline it. I'm going to pause mine so the next time you see me, it'll be all ready to go. So. All right, so I'm back in here and you can see mine. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. I don't know about you, but I had a lot of marks from my pencil. So I'm going to take my eraser. So if some of you guys don't like having that on there, you can go back through with like a nice like pink eraser and just gently erase away any of the pencil marks that you have. So then it looks a lot neater. Just a little trick we artists use sometimes to not give away all of our tricks, right? So you can go back through and erase anything. Oh, look at that. I noticed that I didn't connect that part. So I'm going to go back in, get all of my pencil stuff kind of erased out of there so it looks neater. Almost done. You know I had whoops, that's what I was afraid of. I'm scared of wrinkling this when I erase, and I'm scared of ripping it. So I'm trying to be careful, yet a little bit aggressive as I get in there and get all those pencil marks erased out. Oops, oh, I did the wrinkle. That happens sometimes, guys. That happens. Almost done. This may be where you stop today on your first day of doing your thing, but and you can finish the rest of this Wednesday, or you can continue on. In our next thing that we're going to do after I finish erasing all my marks, I'm going to draw a whole bunch of different sort of designs. Some things that I could include would include scallops, which are kind of like almost like boom, ba-doom, 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 and swirls, stripes, zigzags, dots, hearts, stars, dashes, or any shape or any other crazy design that you can think of using. Think of using your black flare pen. So anytime that you see where there's like space, either above, below, in between, all of these parts right here need to have a different design inside of them. And like so this one right here, maybe I would want to start with my swirls. And you've got time, you've got like, today and you've got Wednesday to work on this. So don't rush through it. Be creative, do what you can. And as you finish it up, you're going to put in, maybe you would go like this. If you want to even look up online, like different designs, some kids like to Google stuff and they like to see different designs with it. I might do polka dots. Oops. And a whole bunch of polka dots in here. And I'm just using my black flare pen Some of you may want to do the pencil trick again, where you draw it in pencil, and then you go back over it with your Flair pen. It's up to you. Since designs can be a little, they don't have to be perfect, you can do what you think would be the best. And maybe I might do some scallops right here. And once I finish filling in all of my spaces between, then I'm going to use my crayons. So I have to wait till I'm all done. So just like this one right here, this girl is working on some more kind of designs. She's done a lot of squiggles and drawing and ups and downs. I want to see these look really good. I want to see some very good designs. You guys have time. In school, we probably wouldn't even have this much time. And then once you're done with filling in every white section that isn't a letter, you're going to go back through and you're going to find you're going to go to your color crayons, and each one of these sections that has a different design, you'll go through and color it using a crayon or a colored pencil. I think these look a lot better than a marker. I think markers are just a bit too bold, and crayons have a lot more colors. Try to make sure that each one of your spaces has maybe a different color with it. The more colorful it is, the better it looks outside in front of our lockers. One thing that you're going to notice is that I'm not coloring in my name. I'm going to keep this part white, and it really kind of stands out against the colors and the doodles and the designs that I'm putting in between the letters. So you'll finish this right here. And when you're done, you can go ahead and upload your picture to Seesaw. And I have all of this ready. This presentation will be on there, and you can just go ahead and look for it there. Good luck. I can't wait to see your drawings, and I can't wait to see them outside of your lockers. I'm going to go ahead and escape, and see you later. Oh, it's being kind of slow. There we go.